in late 2017 or early 2018, few months into 2018, I was reading the news and I read about two different people, different days though. The first one, this is what Google does and every other platform. When you read something, they show you something that has to do about that thing. Again, if you're interested in that, probably that's what your interest lies in. So I read about this person who committed suicide. Yeah, because his business was not doing fine like it used to. So, like a few days after, I saw another person. I think he was attempting to kill himself too because of the same purpose. And imagine these two people do the same business. The first one was already big in this business that he had to give other people. Let me tell you the business, I don't have to hide it. The business is cab business. He has his own cab, which he started himself. He was driving. So the money was coming in, rushing in because the competition was not so much then. So he bought cars for people to begin to do the same thing. So when those people became like when he has so many people doing the same thing for him that they remit money to him every day, he was like, okay, I don't have to do this again myself because he was rich. Yes, he became rich. Now the other person, same thing happened. But the problem was that when Uber and Lyft came, they took over from them. The first person had to commit suicide because the drivers said, we're not making sales. People are not booking us like they used to. So for this reason, we would not be able to continue with this. So they returned back his car that he bought for them, and then the money was not coming in again. So he began to do the work himself again, the work he retired from. He went back into it and began to do it, and he saw the difference when he started, when he was doing it then and now, because more people prefer Lyft. The second person, same thing happened. So, okay, welcome to Daxford. My name is Deji Kuslam. Why am I doing this today? I am doing this because of what happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota on Monday. Did you hear that Green and White closed up? Yes, Green and White cab closed up. They are not functioning again. Do you know why? Because they're not making much sales. I read the news. I did not focus much of my attention on it because I knew something like that would happen. So what did I see from that? What I saw from that was that one of the managers, or probably one of the people in the offices said, okay, people are still calling in, but they had to stop because they're not making sales like they used to. So they had to just call it quit. Why do they call it quit? He said because people now prefer Uber and Lyft. Why would people not prefer Uber and Lyft? Please tell me and take your time to think about what I'm about to tell you. The first reason people would prefer Lyft and Uber ahead of any taxi is because if you check both of them, Uber, Lyft works with time, which these people don't always. Some do, but not always. That's one. Number two, Uber and Lyft is just at your fingertip, which these people are not. Number three, Uber and Lyft are plain neat, which these people are not. I've used taxi like probably once or twice. In those taxis, there's stinking like cigarette and the place is just dirty, and I'm like, okay, I am going somewhere and I just have to go there and I don't have any other means because the person that was supposed to take me there disappointed. So if I had a choice, I wouldn't have used that because it was dirty. I was sitting like this when I paid. Then again, Uber and Lyft is more affordable than taxi. And Uber and Lyft paid a lot to make themselves known. Not only to make themselves known, but for people to remember them. See, there was one day I was going somewhere and I booked Lyft to get to that place. I got to the place. I wanted to do an assignment, but before I started it, I wanted to check my YouTube to see an update. And do you know the first commercial I saw? It was Uber. Because Uber saw that I booked Lyft. If I booked Lyft, I could also book Uber. Probably I wasn't treated well. That's it. So you have to keep tab on people. You have to keep, I'm not saying tailgating people, but you just have to keep tab on them. You have to let them see you. You have to let them know you and remember you. But all these taxis, they don't do that. They don't even they don't care about you. They don't respect you. They don't want to know if you like That's what I see to it. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be. I mean, I'm not trying to be judgmental, but that's what I see to it. If you want your business to go to the next level, please, you have to just market and advertise. See, Uber was having a problem. I heard one of the drivers who told me that, and I read it. Do you know what Uber did? Uber had to go hire someone, a lady. I saw the lady, and they are marked like some hundreds of millions of dollars for her to rebrand Uber. Uber already has a brand, but to rebrand Uber, so all the bad and negative, comments and impression that people have with some of the drivers, they had to erase those things by bringing in new person. What would that new person do? Bring in a new strategy. And this person said the money is going to be spent on the branding. Uber is already a brand, but brand doesn't end one day. Brand continues. Like Nike doesn't stop. Nike is doing something else. Nike is doing another project. I saw Nike and Sterling, a Man City player, England player. They have another, I think, Nike Adapt or something like that. It's still branding. You don't stop. Because brand is not just you have the name, you're popular, and that's all. No, you have to remain relevant. How do you get this? Through marketing and advertising. If you can't do that for your business, I'm sorry, you will definitely fizzle out. Take that from me. What has happened to Green and White? What happened to Green and White right now is that they've taken the business away from them, and they've rendered the drivers useless. Yes, worthless. Why? What do I mean by that? The Bible says a man who could not provide for his house is worse than an infidel. Who's an infidel? We don't have to go deep into that. But take this from me. If those people, those drivers, 100 drivers, like I saw, 100 drivers, if they've been bringing $300 or $200 home every day, between Monday and Wednesday, it's not possible for them to get immediate job that will begin to pay them that. Because if you want to get a job, you have to apply for the job. When you apply for the job, they call you for interview, and before they can be paying you immediately, they have to like, okay, when you come for the interview, they assess you if you're good. If you're not good for them, they don't hire you. So even when they hire you, they don't pay you immediately. They pay you after 1 week. So there is no way you won't miss like those 3 or 4 days, which is a huge thing if care is not taken. You might not be able to recover those 3 or 4 days before you get another job. So what do you have to do? What is my main point? My main point still boils down to marketing. Market your business, advertise, let people know you. A lot of people need you, a lot of people want you. So my advice for you, if you want to go into car business or that's what you have passion for, it's a different thing. You might not be able to go for an app right now, which is not a big deal. You don't necessarily need an app. App is expensive. And if you don't have money to build a big website, you can have small one. And if you don't have that, just make use of your social media. Use Facebook. Start with Facebook. You might not even do Instagram. Instagram is good. Yeah, if you can manage them all together, that's good. But this is what I would tell you to do. Position yourself very well. Yeah, it's not about the branding now, because the branding will cost you a lot of money. But do a little branding. What do you do? Go on social media, probably Facebook with Instagram or just Facebook. Now, the pictures of your car you want to use, it might not be a big car. Take that from me. People just need a place that is comfortable for them, neat, and that would work to time. So run your commercial, run your advertisement, because sometimes it pays people to pay people to drive them rather than driving themselves. That's it. Some people don't want to drive. I've heard someone tell me several times that, oh, how I wish so store do delivery. I would just place an order. Once it was snowing. The second time she said it was about to start snowing. And the third time was like, I'm just tired, I don't want to drive. You see? So some people don't want to drive. They need someone who could take them there, bring them back home. So when you have this, just run your commercial, your advertisement direct to your number. People call you, then you tell them, okay, in 2 minutes I'll be with you. In 3 minutes or in so minutes I'll be with you. So people will know that, okay, because even Uber and Lyft, sometimes I've seen people give me this complaint. I ordered Uber. They say in 5 minutes my car will be here, and in 15 minutes the car was not there. Someone still told me about this like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Uber. Lyft, same thing. It has happened to me. So it's not about perfection, it's about being available. So when you pick anybody, when they're going, tell them, thank you for doing this. I mean, thank you for riding with me today. It will be my pleasure to give you a ride another day. Just call the same number. And when that person leaves, send a message immediately to say, thank you. Again, see, people, I got to know this. I've never tried it, but one thing that I know is that people really love appreciation. So this person says people want to be appreciated 7 times. So when you appreciate people 7 times, they think about you, they want to stay with you because they know you appreciate them. So if you are going into this, I mean, car business, because a problem is coming again, another problem is coming. This is the problem coming. Even it will affect cab drivers, I mean Uber drivers. This is it, self-driving car. When that comes around, what happens? Some drivers have to leave. In fact, many drivers have to leave because that's what they're gonna go for. They don't have to pay drivers. They only have to service the cars. What else? I would like you to support by sharing this video, like, comment, and check out our social media platforms. We so much appreciate you, and we'll give you a lot of value that will take you from one place to the other. Thank you.